This is a high-quality telescope, or monocular. I was sent this item to review for free by the Amazon Vine Voices review program. They have not paid me for this review, and I have no editorial control over what I say. So in the box, you have a small tripod, a cell phone grippy eyepiece adapter, and a small, very cheap synthetic bag, and a pink monocule, or monocular. You also get a microfiber cleaning cloth. So this label says best sight. It has a rear dust mask, an integrated front dust mask. Now it is pink and it has a gap here where there should be a hole poked all the way through this for a wristband or something, but it doesn't really go all the way through. And on the bottom here, the wrist lanyard is hooked into this slot, which is your standard tripod adapter. So you could put this up, on a tripod for reviewing, although it does not have a 45-degree angle from like a finder scope style. So this is labeled as a 40 by 60 monocular. Typically it's magnification by objective lens size, but it's definitely not a 60mm objective. So I suspect it might be a 40mm objective. So yeah, the lens in there is, well, 40 would be generous, but say a 40mm lens, and then the focal length is probably 60 maybe. I don't know what the 60 is exactly. So it has a pop-up kind of eye cup, so you can use it like this with eyeglasses or pop it up there to have an eye cup. It has the focusing knob here. It also has kind of like a telescope, or kind of like a binocular. It has another focusing knob here, which is really only useful when you have two eyes, if your eyes are slightly different diopters or whatever. But it has two different ways to focus it, so I'll give those a shot. The exit pupil on this is a little bigger than others I've seen, so it looks to be a 5mm exit pupil. So a 40mm objective with a 5mm exit pupil, that's going to be an 8x magnification. So the combination package of the tripod and the cell phone mount would theoretically let you point this at something and start recording a video and let your cell phone record a video of a distant area without you having to hold it. That being said, the cell phone mount is pretty usable. It's pretty comparable to other cell phone mounts I've seen for monoculars kind of in this price point. So it's functional. The tripod is better than some tripods I've seen, not by much. This is a very much the very inexpensive low-end tripod here. It held this thing up with my cell phone on it, but it was, wobbly. So, it's an okay tripod, but certainly not at all great, even for the cheap tripod thing. Now, the biggest problem here is the optics, and they were poor. I have seen monoculars that cost a third of this with better optics. It was blurry all the way around the edges, and you had aberrations as you approached the edges. The center was okay for, clarity and focus, but it wasn't great. And so at this price point, this is way overpriced, I think. I think you might be paying the pink premium here, but I do not recommend this monocular for pretty much any use. There are better options out there on the market, and some of those are cheaper than this one.